Hello, and welcome to Andres Reacts. And today, darling, we are jumping into a new show. That's right. What the hell is this show called? True Detective. Have you guys heard of it? It's rated extremely high, and I know that a lot of people are extremely excited for me to be getting into this show. This show does have 4 seasons. Each episode seems to be about an hour long. So you know this show is going to be here on this channel for a very long time. So I am going to put the first episode on. I think what I'm going to do is, now get into this tea. I think I'm going to put the first and the last episode of certain shows, like all my TV shows, on my other channel, Andres Array. So for those people that are over here on Andres Array's channel, heidi ho, Winslow. But please go over there to Andres Reacts and please subscribe today. Now the link is down below for both people. If you're watching this on Andres Reacts or Andres Array, there's a link down below and it will bring you to my other YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and not only subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop all of my reactions on whichever platform I drop it at. I'm really excited to be getting into this. I also am going to be doing full reactions over there on Patreon. So if you would like to see this in a full reaction, the link to Patreon is down below as well. Once again, before we get into this reaction, please hit the like button, share, and don't forget to what? Comment down below. There's a lot of down below and links in this intro. So let's just jump into this. I don't know anything about the show. I've never seen the trailer. I don't know the premises. Let's read the synopsis of the show, right? So it says a seasonal, and let's just get into the show. I barely am awake, and these are big words. Hair flip. Let's just jump into this. So without further ado, let's jump into True Detective and find out exactly what the show has got to give. What? Record.
What do you think? You paired up with him.
Well, you don't pick your parents and you don't pick your partner. He come out of Texas, so nobody knew him. Seemed a bit raw bone to me. Not our big 419. That's what you all want to hear about, right? Dorlang, kids in the woods. Rust, pick a fight with the sky. Didn't like its shade of blue.
You think the advertiser for that?
I love him.
All right, yeah. Hold off on can't do that here no more.
Vermilion Sheriff requested assistance with a 419 cane fields outside of Erath. It was January the 3rd, 1995, my daughter's birthday. I remember.
The spread wasn't scheduled for that.
Let's keep it here. Let's tape off this road.
This is like Hannibal. First thing I think of. What in the holy?
Them symbols, they're satanic. They had a 2020 on it a few years back.
Set up a perimeter wide as possible on those 3 roads. Post up. We're gonna need investigator assist on that 419. All you can spare for cameras.
Multiple shallow stab wounds to the abdomen. Hemorrhaging around throat. She'd been on her back a while. Before he knows it.
The rest of us had these little notepads or something. He had this big ledger, like the tax man, which ain't bad as far as nicknames go.
A little detail somewhere way down the line makes you say,
You know, I've seen all the different types. We all fit a certain category. A good detective, and any of those types could be an incompetent shitheel. Regular type dude with a big ass duck.
Oh.
There can be a burden in authority, in vigilance. A smart guy who's steady is hard to find. You know, I knew how to talk to people, and I was steady, but he was smart. Second week we were together, I saw where he was living.
I'd offer you a seat, but
Don't mention it, I can't stay. Believe me, past a certain age, a man without a family can be a bad thing.
we'd encountered a metapsychotic. This is gonna happen again. Or it's happened before. This is his vision. Her body is a paraphilic love map. An attachment of physical lust to fantasies and practices forbidden by society. Cold sores, gumline recession, bad teeth. There's decent odds she was a prost.
You got a chapter in one of those books on jumping to conclusions? Start to bend the narrative to support it. Prejudice yourself.
This kind of thing does not happen in a vacuum.
You gotta come to dinner. Can't put Maggie off anymore.
Even sundown, he decided it was a good time to invite me over for dinner, which I got a problem with. Now it's my daughter's birthday, and I know there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm gonna have a drink.
Hey.
People out here, it's like they don't even know the outside world exists.
All kinds of ghettos in the world.
It's all one ghetto, man.
You're Christian, yeah?
No.
Cross for in your apartment.
It's a form of meditation. The idea of allowing your own crucifixion. Consider myself a realist, all right? But in philosophical terms, I'm what's called a pessimist. It means I'm bad at parties.
You ain't great outside of parties either.
Nature created an aspect of nature separate from itself. We are creatures that should not exist by natural law. The honorable thing for our species to do is deny our programming. Stop reproducing.
What's the point of getting out of bed in the morning?
Obviously, my programming. And I lack the constitution for suicide.
When
you asked.
Yeah, and now I'm begging you to shut the fuck up. I got an idea. Let's make the car a place of silent reflection from now on.
What should I bring for dinner?
A bottle of wine would be nice, yes.
I don't drink.
When you're at my house, I want you to chill the fuck out. Don't even mention any of that bullshit you just said to me.
I don't know what beat I'm dancing to. What'd you hear?
I mean, you never heard any shit like this before. She had antlers.
Well, we're gonna have to do a press conference. What about him? What do you think?
He's already running with it. He's got a real mind for it.
You do the briefing tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh. Sheesh, well, he looked angry.
Yeah, you don't mic up a body like that.
antlers. What does that mean?
It was a crown.
My guy does the AP wire asked about Satanism. Got Space here. You're gonna have his nose up your ass.
Guess I can count my blessings, fellas. Thanks for that.
I got some names from Vice, Frost Farms. Check around R&DB.
Yeah. You go ahead. I'll take care of the paperwork.
Figured I'd work the case. You know, told you Jillo called, or we got an ID.
What's he
State
thinking?
Rights gave me some addresses to follow up on. I was hoping to ask y'all a few questions. Looking to get some information on a woman.
We'll take 2 large Long Island STs, please.
I'm Rust, by the way.
I'm Annette. She's Lacey.
I'm 5'5", blonde, like you.
What kind of tits she have?
Any girls like that? Hadn't seen around lately? Missing like?
Girl named Liza. Another called Destiny, but I seen Destiny yesterday at McDonald's.
Annette, go get a couple more drinks from the bar, will you please? Yeah, you get pills pretty easy.
Speed.
No. Quaaludes. Anything barbittle.
What's he like?
I don't sleep.
Oh,
Hey, Lone Ranger.
hey.
Why are you out here, huh? Why didn't you come to bed?
Bad one yesterday. I just couldn't sleep.
You're that woman from Erath. Missed you the last couple days.
Oh, shit. I got a shower.
And if Space calls, tell him I'm debriefing squad on warrant.
Prince came back. Dora Kelly Lane. Prize was shoplifting. Possession. She's got an ex-Charlie Lane who's doing 8 and 4 for bad checks. Mom's outside of Brokeridge. DMV license expired.
It's bound by a half-inch rope, maybe 10, 20 hours. Evidence of vaginal intercourse.
How much LSD?
Hard to say. Gotta wait for a mass spec.
Tortured with a knife, strangled, posed out there.
Early cane, switchgrass, wrapped around a gate branch, deer antlers. Again, no prints on anything. Symbols are painted with acrylic basic blue. It's all primitive. It's like cave paintings. Maybe you ought to talk to an anthropologist.
The trouble this guy went to. This one's real personal.
I don't think so. And in some ways, it was impersonal. Think of the blindfold. This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory's fading.
Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional.
Oh.
Is that what I'm going for here?
Marty and Taxman.
You get any sleep last night?
I don't sleep. I just dream.
Well, I don't know if this shit is anything but crazy. But Speece and the superintendent, they're paying attention. All right, here's what we got so far. Deceased name is Dora Kelly Lang, 28. A lot of guys leave their job cemetery within 10. You make it out, you stay busy. Hit the corners. Ask her about anybody she was seeing.
What's this little girl doing? Oh, is he seeing things? Is this his daughter?
Sometimes they dove hunt out there. They found a woman.
Went missing around here years back. Last time something happened, they thought maybe it's her. They had a place, a couple streets down. They moved after.
I want to ask y'all something. Y'all think maybe this have something to do with those cats?
What cats?
Somebody caught them up, turned the insides out, and nailed them to the front door twice.
We aren't those type of police, sir.
Who is then?
You know many wares?
Oh, they look like something that might be carved into a tree or something. Some folks call them bird traps. Old auntie told us that they were devil nets. Well, loved her some Jesus, but had a bit of that Santeria in her, you know? Tell them stories why they tying sticks together.
Oh. Now that's all we got on the front, no girl.
10-year-old girl goes missing, that doesn't go statewide.
Now hold on now. My understanding, the little girl went off with her birth daddy.
I believe Ted knew the family, and the feeling was little girl's better off with her daddy.
Around December, little girl getting chased through the woods.
Oh yeah, I pulled that one for you too.
What the hell is this?
Little girl said a green-eared spaghetti monster chased her through some woods, and she told us that looked exactly right. Now, you want to call on the APB on that, you go right ahead.
We really don't want to do that.
Is this supposed to be admissible? I take a sixer at old Milwaukee or Lone Star, nothing snooty. My off days, I start drinking at noon. You don't get to interrupt that.
Civilians came across the body of a female in a sugarcane field outside of Erath. Our investigators have several leads, and hopefully we'll have a suspect for you.
Louisiana.
Charlie, let's talk about your ex, Dora Lang. Got a divorce papers pushed her after I've been here about a year. I don't blame the bitch. Weed, meth, juice, name it.
Charlie.
You know how it is, you want a wife, but only half the time. What are you saying you hadn't heard from her? You see, that's exactly the kind of thing that we do want to know about.
Oh. Got a number to a friend Carla, got her to call me back, and she ain't made no fucking sense. Talking about she's gonna become a nun.
Why a nun?
Oh man, she was hot. She met a king. Yeah.
It's a goddamn day camp. Spend some time in Angola.
Dora's dead. Thank you, boys. Talk the whole case through or just the end?
No. Whole story from your end, you don't mind.
But what he didn't say is that this is about something else.
Now why you say that?
Get the details out of the paper. Yeah, let me see what you got. You got my memory.
Well, let's hear your story first. See how it fit with what we got. What about that dinner you mentioned? He turned up drunk.
Oh. Yeah, you know, like he read somewhere that if you get invited to dinner, you're supposed to bring flowers. You don't drink with me or the boys. And you gotta get a load on before you visit my family.
I was checking on to see how I ended up hanging around a bar. And I couldn't think of a good reason not to. How does that go?
Have some more coffee. Just try to make 10 minutes of conversation.
Got it.
I'm sorry. Forget it. We'll try this some other time.
He's very understanding. I would not be so understanding.
Rust, it is so nice to finally meet you.
I've never fired my gun.
Have you fired your gun?
Audrey.
Yes.
You saw people?
Macy.
You don't want to shoot people.
But you have.
Marty says you're from Texas.
Narcotics, mostly.
She doesn't realize he's like wasted.
I was on a robbery squad in Houston.
You trust this drunk man with your family?
It's worthwhile. I'm good at it.
You're not married? Did you do this while you were married?
She is.
Hey, Chris. Hey, thanks for the page. Well, all right, then I appreciate it.
Children?
One. She passed.
Christina's on the phone for you. Something about, CIA or... What was that? What are y'all talking about?
Your job. Ever ask him about himself?
Because she asked all the
Baby,
questions.
trust me. You do not want to pick this man's brain.
Thank you for dinner, Maggie. This looks great.
My pleasure.
So you need to go or what? No, I can't wait till tomorrow.
Marty, I saw your table in there. You fly fish?
A little bit.
You and Cohle went bad in 02, huh? Heard about that.
I worked with Russ Cohle for 7 years. People change, relationships change. I haven't talked to Russ in 10 years. He was a good detective. I can say that because it's the truth. And I don't hold grudges. Y'all want to walk through the Lane case? Fine.
Just heard some stories. I heard he was an ace case man, right? I'd like to understand his process.
The other landlord says she trashed the place, though. She lost her deposit. And the neighbors check out.
You guys canvassed the bars pretty good today?
Up your ass, Cohle. Why don't you do your own fucking legwork, you rat fuck?
Say it again with me.
You know what, man? Fuck you. Text me.
Got 3 hits on working girls. No one close to her, naturally. Her uncle's Danny Fontenot, pitcher, LSU.
Yeah, I watched him play.
You might know the Reverend Tuttle. He runs our statewide charity drive.
Ace has a lot of people taking care. Doors locking where they used to not.
Liability of a task force to investigate crimes with an anti-Christian connotation.
You what?
Really?
I don't need to tell men of your positions, but there is a war happening. Thank you for doing your part.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Eddie's gonna be very, very pleased to have such good men working on this.
Anti-Christian. Fucks. Who the fuck's Eddie?
The fucking governor, Edwin Tuttle. Their first cousins.
It's the sound of the big machine, Cohle. It's gearing up to pound your ass.
Now you better watch your mouth or they're gonna peck your eyes out.
Judge Sutpin told me to make sure and give them to Detective Hart and no one else. Depositions. I thought I should.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, great. Let's just find a place to talk.
Is he cheating on his wife? First thing I think of.
Your victim was Dora Lang. But you all checked on Marie Fontenot. Missing girl, 5 years gone. Report made in error.
She had an uncle who lived nearby.
Sometimes he's more responsive. I'd like to help.
I was visiting Skip Hayes. I played for USL. Think of beauty, sir. We wanted to ask you about your niece, Marie.
Did you know Marie's birth father?
Lynn? Lynn Strokes was her daddy.
Has anybody heard from Lynn? Anybody maybe knows where he's at? Do you know where Debbie is now?
She married another man. Not the one she's with.
Is that a refrigerator outside?
Ray must have loved it here. What is it Dan has, if you don't mind my asking?
All they ever told us was a cerebral event.
Excuse me, I'll check.
Inside on the floor on the right.
I don't know what that is.
Interesting.
Bet you want to hear the hero shout, huh?
So what does she look like? I want to like Joan.
You closing up? You wrapping up? We're having so much fun.
You were off the grid for 8 years, right? The question is,
How could it be him? How indeed, detectives?
I figured you'd be the one to know.
And start asking the right fucking questions.
Well, wow, that was confusing. Did you guys, when you first saw this episode, did you guys leave it and being like, I have no idea what I just watched? So, let me tell you, it gives me 2 shows mixed into one. It gives me Hannibal, and it gives me, damn it, I just saw the other show, Mindhunter. And it's like these 2 shows combined into one, and by the first episode of Mindhunter, and I think maybe Hannibal, maybe not really Hannibal, I think more Mindhunter, that I was so confused. I was so confused. And it generally, there's a Succession. The first episode, I was going through the first episode of Succession and being like, I don't know what's happening. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this show, the first episode. I think the second episode, I'm gonna definitely be like more comfortable in the space that I'm in. I realize right now I'm not in a safe space, and it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Absolutely. But listen, microphone, get out of my rear view this way. But yeah, so I'm just like really trying to understand each character and trying to understand what we're doing. Like, I actually thought for about 20 to 25 minutes that the tax man, I thought he was arrested. I thought he was wearing a jail outfit, but he's not. So there's that. One thing I know and two things are certain, there's a lot of big actors in this show thus far. I thought somebody told me that each episode is a different show, like a different kind of like something glass, Black Mirror. Nothing glass, it's Black Mirror. And I thought that's what I was getting myself into, but clearly that's not true. It definitely seems like, at least for the first season, we're going to follow whatever we're following. Maybe a murderer guy who puts antlers, and like I heard Antichrist in here. There's a lot of things going on. And yes, I was trying to find closed caption, but for some odd reason my closed caption just today was not in the mood to work, and I was just like, listen, I'm not gonna go back and forth. You win. But I bet you if closed caption was working, I would understand a lot more what's going on, because they have these strong accents because they're in Louisiana and it's back in whatever time we're in. So, not that far, because I think it's just in 1995. I don't know. Everything is a blur to me at this moment. I've been up way too long. I would give this episode an 8. I'll be honest, a 7 to 8. It grabbed my attention most of the time, but when my attention wasn't grabbed, I kind of was drifting. And once again, I don't think it's anything to do with the show. I think it's me. It's not you, it's me. Definitely that situation where I'm just exhausted, y'all. I'm exhausted, and because there was not any action really in it besides the first beginning of this show and an action bare minimum, which is fine. It's fine. It's building up. I don't expect too much from the first episode of any show, but it's rated an 8.9 and went through 4 seasons. And I think that there's another True Detective. I'm not sure if it's this same show or if they're now branching off into something different. Regardless, it's doing good. So obviously we're going to keep going on with the show. I hope in the second episode, which is titled Seeing Things, I'm going to know more about the characters. We're going to start liking the characters. I like the characters for what they are, but I want to like them a lot more and really understand what is going on. The first episode, it did leave with a cliffhanger where it definitely made me want to continue on the episode. I just definitely need to be, fully awake. I need to be stuffed. Have a nice thing of like orange juice sitting right here, not coffee, and just feel back at home. Turn the fireplace on, live my best life. It definitely fits in with the theme of what this channel, Andres Reacts, is going to be, which is mostly true crime and like body cams and stuff like that. But then I'm also going to explore music reactions and continuously do just that. So for everybody who's here on Andres Reacts, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Once again, if you're on my other channel, since I'm dropping the first and the last episode of each season, each episode of the shows that I do, please go on. If you're on Andres Array, howdy ho, once again, but please click the link down below and join me over there on Andres Reacts, because that's where I will be continuing this show. Plus, we're getting into Fargo. We're still doing Poker Face, and we're doing Killing Eve, which Killing Eve is like my favorite show thus far. And I'm super excited to get back into it. But thank you guys. You know what? This show, the first episode, same thing as Succession and the same thing as Poker Face. It left me in the same space of confusion, which is very interesting, because they're pretty similar. Not really Succession thus far, but it's interesting how they all gave me that same feel. Regardless, thank you guys once again. You want to see the full reaction, please go over there on Patreon, and I'll see you guys next time with more reactions.